A third male that was there produced a pistol firing at our deputy. So again, very scary situation that transpired out here.
Breaking now at 9, two separate incidents involving Harris County deputies. Why the sheriff says they pulled out their weapons and began firing. Plus, an update on a story our investigates team has been covering for months, while the former mayor of Coffee City is now facing charges. And Houstonians are bringing in the Christmas holiday with tamales. We'll take you to one spot where dozens are lined up to get their hands on some.
KHOU 11 Morning News starts now.
And we are starting off with a live look over downtown Houston on this Saturday, December 23rd, a cloudy start. Good morning, I'm Katiera Winfrey.
And I'm meteorologist Kim Castro.
All right, Kim, in less than 48 hours, a certain jolly someone, maybe your husband.
That's right, I'm giving Mrs. Claus today.
Is taking to the skies. So
know.
he's going to be tracking this weather, and so are you.
Absolutely, and he's not going to find the traditional white Christmas here.
Well, now to our breaking news. Overnight, a shootout between a Harris County deputy and a suspect he believed was part of a group that was breaking into cars. And this morning, the sheriff's office says two of the suspects are still on the run. Both the deputy and the suspects were hit. We're told he confronted the group on Cactus Bend Drive in Humble around 2 this morning. According to the sheriff, Ed Gonzalez, one of the suspects fired, hitting the deputy in the hand. We're told he fired back and hit one of the three men, who Sheriff Gonzalez believes is a 16-year-old person. The other two took off.
We're glad our deputy's okay. It's very frustrating to know that people are out here right before Christmas breaking into vehicles. We understand our citizens that are very frustrated with, burglaries and thefts that are occurring all throughout our region, and it's something that we're going to continue to work hard to try to stop. But, very dangerous situation, and these suspects are out here breaking into vehicles and now shooting at a cop. That's wrong. That's bad. It's got to stop. I don't want my deputies getting hurt out here while they're out here doing their job.
The sheriff believes the suspect who was shot is also going to be okay. We're told deputies searched the nearby area but could not track down the suspects. We'll stay on top of the latest developments this morning. Meanwhile, just 1 hour earlier, another scary situation for Harris County deputies. We're told it started as a fight inside of a bar off Tomball Parkway. The sheriff says the off-duty deputies managed to wrangle the group outside to the parking lot when one of them grabbed a gun. We're told the suspect refused to drop the gun, and that's when one of the deputies fired.
Standard operating procedure for us to investigate fully. The district attorney's office will also be investigating that incident as well, and so there'll be parallel investigations happening. So very limited information that we have on that one, other than, again, the injured male was transported and is said to be in critical condition at this time.
And the sheriff says it's still not clear if the suspect pointed the gun or just had it in his possession. That will be part of the investigation, and we'll keep you posted. Caught on camera, two suspects from Houston are arrested in Forsyth County, Georgia. 40-year-old Brandon Davis and 24-year-old Wallace Thomas allegedly led deputies on a brief chase. It started Wednesday when a car came back with a stolen tag. At one point during the chase, the passenger, who was identified as Thomas, got out and jumped over a concrete wall. The sheriff's office there says he dropped 15 feet into a retention pond, hurting his leg. Once the two men were in custody, deputies say they found a chain, crowbar, and two large hooks used by record drivers. They say these tools could be used to rip off ATMs. Both suspects are being held without bond. And now to a new development. In the wake of a KHOU 11 investigation, the former mayor of Coffee City is now facing criminal charges. Frank Serrato was booked into the Henderson County Jail on 6 counts of tampering with a government record. Records show Serrato served as Coffee City mayor until August of last year and was also a reserve police officer for the town. We do not have the details on his charges. The indictment won't be released until after the Christmas holiday. Charges filed against 3 other former officers accuse them of lying on their Coffee City job applications. That's an official government record. And jail records show Serrato was released on a $150,000 bond. We tried to reach him by phone for comment and have not heard back. We'll continue to stay on top of the latest developments. For now, you can find our full coverage on the KHOU 11 mobile app. 3 hours now and counting. You're taking a live look from Alamo Tamales, which is serving up HTOWN this holiday weekend. Tamales are a favorite for many around the holidays, me included. So we sent our Stephanie Whitfield to this go-to spot to get a taste. Thank you so much, Kim. It's good to know that we're going to have a silent night leading into Christmas.
That's right, as we should, Katiera.
All right, well, the time now is 9:15. Still ahead, Santa's naughty list isn't stopping criminals this holiday season. A few reminders as you buy those last-minute gifts. Plus, Matt Musil will join us to take you inside high school sports. That's just 7 minutes away. Well, welcome back. Here's a live look over the Galleria, courtesy of EarthCam. Nearly 142 million Americans are expected to do some last-minute shopping today on the final Saturday before Christmas. That's according to the National Retail Federation. So-called Super Saturday is the last major shopping day of the winter holiday season. The retail trade group says Americans are poised to spend an average of $875 on gifts, decorations, food, and other holiday items. Well, procrastinators beware. The clock is ticking this morning to get those last-minute gifts wrapped and under the tree. And you're not the only one at the mall this weekend. While Santa's sleigh is getting loaded up, deputies are dashing through town in a different cruiser. Here's Adam Bennett. Here's a live look from Galveston. We're going to check back in with Kim Castro in just a few minutes. Now to your morning headlines, starting with a warning from the FDA. Don't be fooled by Ozempic scams. The agency says it seized thousands of the units of counterfeit Ozempic, the popular diabetes drug also used for weight loss. Health officials say the fake Ozempic is linked to at least 5 illnesses, not serious. The FDA also says the needles that come with the medication are also counterfeit and may not be sterile. A crystal ball with a dark prediction. Researchers believe technology may be able to predict when someone might die. The study was published this week in the journal Nature Computational Science. Researchers focused on a machine learning algorithm model called Life2Vec. They did warn this is just an early prototype and more research is needed. Well, Galveston Island State Parks is warning beachgoers to avoid rattlesnakes in the area. Like what? Officials say they like to visit the beach too. The sand dunes are ideal, keeping warm, and it's a good spot for them to hunt. The state park says if you see one, don't panic. Just leave it alone and contact a park staffer. I mean, Kim, it's kind of hard to not panic.
Yeah. I'm already panicked just hearing about it.
When a snake comes out of the sand dunes.
Can you imagine?
Well, you know, at least with this weather, I don't think anybody's going to be on the sand right now.
You'd
am
be
I right?
surprised. Some people like to do a getaway to the beach or tropical, destinations.
The rattlesnakes is a no-go for me, though. Like, I wouldn't go.
Yes. Well, now factoring that in, maybe I'll reconsider plans to do a tropical escape on holidays. Down and relax. Enjoy all the good gifts we got. Do you have anything that was on your Christmas list, Katiera?
I don't have anything on my Christmas list, but as you know, I just moved here, so I've been telling my family I am the gift.
Oh. Snaps.
Thank you.
That's every year. Yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Kim. The time right now is 9:45. Busy roads and jam-packed airports. A closer look at the holiday travel madness in less than 3 minutes.
The time now is 9:54. Welcome back.
And now to the top 3 stories we're tracking. Starting with number 3, an update on a violent crash we first told you about last night. One driver is dead. Another driver, a 50-year-old grandfather, and his 4-year-old grandson are recovering. Witnesses told deputies the driver who died may have been stopped in the main lanes of traffic with car problems. An investigation is underway. Number 2, an investigation is underway after the Harris County Sheriff says an off-duty deputy shot a suspect. We're told it started as a bar fight in a bar off Tomball Parkway. The sheriff office says the man refused to drop his gun. We're working to get an update on his condition. And number 1, a Harris County deputy recovering after he was hit in the hand during a shootout with a suspect. One of the suspects was hit and 2 others got away. The sheriff says witnesses saw them breaking into cars on Cactus Bend Boulevard in Humble. We're told the 2 suspects.
Cast.
Sounds like good news to me. Well, thanks for being up with us. I'm Katiera Winfrey.
And I'm meteorologist Kim Castro. Don't forget, get those last-minute shopping done right now, because by 3-4 o'clock, we are looking at widespread showers. You're going to need the umbrella. You're going to need to be patient. We're wishing you a great day. First, enjoy this moment of Zen.